this lady had pulled up with her date to Cheesecake Factory, and
Okay.
she said, "I'm not getting out of the car. I am a high value woman. Cheesecake Factory, no."
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
So then the women, they made a list of places they absolutely refuse to go on the first date. There's about 28 places. Number one is Cheesecake.
That's the first place that you're not supposed to take a girl? Because I don't think there's any other place that wasn't mentioned, even in my area. The only way that I would abide by this list is if this woman told me every single accomplishment that she has done in her whole life.
What's acceptable? Like when you're a single man taking a girl out on a date,
Yeah.
where is an acceptable place to go on a date?
Acceptable place?
Yeah, acceptable.
I mean, I'm thinking something that's not like fast food, but it's like a sit-down restaurant, something maybe not too expensive.
Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory, something like
I
that.
mean, yeah, if you want to go down that route, sure.
What would your go-to place be?
I mean, probably go get some like Mexican food or something. I
Okay.
think that would be the first thing because it's really hard to screw that up, I think.
You're not just gonna like take this girl to 5-star first date.
Absolutely not. And if
Okay.
I'm not liking the date while the date's happening, I might try to like finger my burrito or something.
So she'll leave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so on social media, there was a whole situation.
Really.
And this lady had pulled up with her date to Cheesecake Factory, and
Okay. Which is a pretty expensive restaurant.
she said, "I'm not getting out of the car." She was like, "I am a high value woman.
Yeah.
I deserve to be taken somewhere wine and dine. Cheesecake Factory, no."
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Mm-mm. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Did they have like a backstory or anything of this girl? Like as like they blasted her on social media, did anybody go farther to find out who this person really is?
No, she posted the video herself.
So she wanted the gratification because she
Yes.
posted the
So
video.
she's in the
Okay.
car with this fella,
Oh, so
and
I'm completely off. Go ahead.
she's in the car with this fella while he's saying that, "Hey, let's get out." And she's like, "I'm not getting out of the car."
Wow.
Did a whole little spill. Like she
Wow.
said, Cheesecake Factory is no go.
Is not it.
So then the women, they made a list of places they absolutely refused to go on a first date. And apparently, this was a bunch of ladies, not just a few. They all built together, and there's about 28 places
Okay, so
that they won't
is
go.
cheesecake on the is
Number
that the
one,
first?
number one is Cheesecake.
That's the first place that you're not supposed to take a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Applebee's.
That's 2?
Yep. Chili's. This is in order. Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks, Waffle House, sports events.
Bro, I don't think I'm ever going to again, bro. I don't I don't wanna take a woman anywhere else in there.
Yeah.
Any of these 28 places.
If it's the first date, you go to Buffalo Wild Things, do chicken wings, dings,
Yeah,
and drinks and things.
and things
Yeah.
in the parking lot.
Well, things are in the parking lot, but
Right.
absolutely. But yeah, no, I mean,
Or if you're real
I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
I love the bar for just drinks because I want to get to know you, talk to you, see what's up. Bowling, I mean, I could see where bowling is a little lame, but
But if a woman actually said like and now that there's a list, so now it's clear to me, but if that was actually like if I caught the vibe or the just any kind of drift that this girl is implementing any one of these places as like a do not take me list,
mhm.
I'm going to have anxiety about where I'm going to take this girl because I don't think there's any other place that wasn't mentioned, even in my area. That's why I was like, is this like strictly like is this strictly dickly a Midwest thing, bro? Or is this like just like a overall, like all women are thinking this
It
shit?
says this is all women are thinking this shit. This is no
See, I
place.
can't go. And then on top of it, I would feel like I would abide by this list.
Right.
Okay, I would. I'd give the woman the benefit of the doubt, and I'd abide by this list. But the only way that I would abide by this list is if this woman told me every single accomplishment that she has done in her whole life. Because at that point, I would want to know, like, is this bird a cap? You know what I mean? Is she just playing me right now because she wants money or she wants something out of the situation? Because any one of those places, man, you could rack up a bill. I've racked up
Definitely.
like $120 bill at Applebee's, easy. I
Yeah.
especially rack up like $150 bill, $200 bill at a Mexican restaurant,
Yeah.
easy.
$100 bill,
Casamigos, bro.
Cheesecake Factory for sure.
Cheesecake Factory for sure, and then prepared not to finish all the food that you just ate, like
Right. And
paid
I
for.
mean like real shit, that's $100 without even thinking about, hey,
No,
cheesecake.
plus gratuity.
Yeah, plus gratuity. Like, and they never factor that in.
No,
Like you gotta,
you
because
got to
if you
factor it
don't
into the
tip,
prices on
because
the
the
fucking
crazy
menu.
thing is too, when you tip and shit, like if you don't tip, a shorty gonna look at you like, oh, he cheap and broke.
Right.
But when they say, oh, he spent however much on the bill, they never include that fucking tip neither.
No, and then when somebody sits there and says, "Hey, why am I paying all this money for gratuity?"
Oh my god, I hate that shit, man.
Well, ma'am, that's our standard fee for a tip.
Yeah, no, I remember one time I was at a restaurant with
Yeah.
this girl. She was like, "Let me see that," and I'm like, "Well, you're not paying for it, so what the fuck
Why
do you
does it
need to see
matter,
it?"
dude? Put your
She's
two
like,
cents in.
"Sometimes they just be overcharging you," and it's like,
Really?
but again, you're not paying for it,
Right.
so why does it matter?
Right. She wanted to see how much money you're about to drop on
So
her.
she's just like, "Oh no, you see this? They charge you 20% for gratuity."
Yeah. Did she say it poorly too?
Very
Nice.
poorly, and I was just like,
Gotta love women like
she's
that.
like, "What is that? We didn't order that. We didn't order no gratuity."
Yeah, we didn't order no gratuity.
And I literally was like, "Shorty,
That's
that's
20%.
just the tip."
That's the tip.
But that's a tip. Why we got to do that? And I was like, "Well, because they say on the receipt, like they're
Yeah.
gonna add that on,
No
so you
matter
don't
what.
necessarily have to tip."
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you tip on top of the gratuity, I mean, you must have gotten a blowjob in the bathroom. I don't know what happened during that date, but
No, I didn't tip on top of the gratuity.
well, that's
But
what I'm saying.
still,
If you
yeah,
did, you
yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
yeah,
Because it's like,
still,
so you don't have to tip, but I
yeah.
think that there's like no option after that. You would just leave a gratuity tip and then you leave.
Well,
Why
yeah,
would
I
you give
mean,
them? Are you going to give them an additional 10% after
a
that?
little cash.
Yeah, it's like
If I guess if they were amazing,
if they were. But how amazing are you though?
I
If
mean,
you're going to get like, if I have $150 bill
right?
and I give them about $20 for a tip, maybe $25 for a tip. I mean, what is that? What is that? Maybe 20, 25%, maybe. And I don't mean it like because it's
15%.
$20,
I
$25.
think
Maybe
it's
no,
like
maybe a little bit,
it's
maybe a
like
little bit
15% because
less.
20% would
That's
be
less. Yeah,
like
yeah. So closer to 30
30
bucks.
bucks.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so closer to 30 bucks. Let's say like 20% would be closer to 30 bucks, right? So now I've paid almost $200 for my meal. Why the fuck am I going to sit there and pull extra cash out of my pocket just to give this woman or man extra cash? I didn't get a blowjob. I'm
Mhm.
not sitting here getting anything out of it. I mean, the woman I took the date on didn't even want to come here in the first place.
Right.
You know what I
She's
mean?
upset.
It was on the list.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, why am I going to pull more money out? I
No
would
more
never
money.
fucking do that ever. And I'm the kind of guy, bro, that if you give me terrible service, I'll still give you $20.
Yeah.
Why am I giving you $20? Because next time I come in, I don't want you to spit in my food. That's just me. You know what I mean? I just have a fear of people spitting in my food.
They do
And
it.
then I'm eating it too. And then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, dude, what if I just don't know that somebody's spitting in my food right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I give that money. So they're like, oh, this is the white guy with the big beard that gives me a good tip. I'm going to make sure that I tell the cooks not to spit in his food.